What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report for Friday, April 17, 2015, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, or on Twitter at The Enter Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. A new teaser trailer for Star Wars The Force Awakens debuted at the Star Wars Celebration Day at Anaheim, California Thursday after a star-studded panel featuring director J.J. Abrams and new and returning cast members. The new trailer included brand new footage, mostly of the film's three new leads, as played by Oscar Isaac, John Boyega, and Daisy Ridley. As revealed at the panel, Isaac plays Poe Dameron, a X-Wing pilot on a mission by a certain princess, while Ridley's Rey is a self-sufficient scavenger living on a desert planet called Jakku. Boyega's Finn, on the other hand, is still a bit more mysterious. He may or may not be a stormtrooper, and he may or may not be evil. But what the trailer reveals is that he does team up with Rey at some point, so perhaps he ends up as a good guy, even if he starts out on the dark side. But the biggest payoff in the new trailer has to be the first appearance of Han Solo, played by Harrison Ford, who's seen smiling next to his Wookiee sidekick Chewbacca, rather saying vaguely, "Chewie, we're home." The film also brings back Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker and Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia, along with most cast members like Adam Driver and Lupita Nyong'o, still yet to be revealed in the footage. Star Wars The Force Awakens will release on December 18th. Here's an audio of the trailer.
The Force is strong in my family. My father has it. I have it. My sister has it. You have that power too.
While it was only live on the internet for a few minutes, the Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice trailer sparked a fan frenzy when it leaked out online Thursday night. Shots of a cell phone or a calculator, as one fan joked. The shaky footage appears to have been from a screening in Latin America, but was quickly pulled from Twitter and YouTube by Warner Brothers. At the very end of the teaser, Ben Affleck could be heard in his deep, growling Batman voice saying to Superman, "Tell me, do you bleed? You will," according to the website Batman News. The trailer was officially teased for 20 seconds by director Zack Snyder on Wednesday with the message, "Confirm April 20th, 2015, hashtag Batman vs. Superman at IMAX special teaser screening events." Snyder is referring to the trailer's premiere at selected IMAX theaters on Monday, April 20th, during the special 15-minute theatrical events that fans can buy tickets to attend. Batman vs. Superman stars Affleck, Henry Cavill, Jesse Eisenberg, Amy Adams, and Gail Gadot, and it will be released on March 25th of next year. ESPN has suspended Britt McHenry just hours after a video surfaced on The Reporter swearing at and insulting a tow lot employee. McHenry said on the video released by LiveLeak, "I'm in the news, sweetheart. I will effing sue this place." McHenry went on to make fun of the attendant's appearance and education. "Lose some weight, baby girl," she told the clerk, who can be heard threatening to make the record public if McHenry continued to be rude. The confrontation apparently happened after McHenry's car was towed by Advanced Towing in Arlington, Virginia on April 6. McHenry took to Twitter to apologize late Thursday. She wrote, "In an intense and stressful moment, I allowed my emotions to get the best of me and said some insulting and regrettable things. As frustrated as I was, I should always choose to be respectful and take the high road. I am so sorry for my actions and will learn from this mistake." The 1-week suspension goes into effect immediately, a spokesman from ESPN said. Anna Kendrick and John Krasinski were the latest stars to go head-to-head on Spike's lip-sync battle on Thursday. The former Office actor kicked off the show with a boy band favorite as he crooned to NSYNC's Bye 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 while wearing Justin Timberlake's signature headset microphone. Kendrick's came back hard, however, with a song from my heart as she lip-synced One Direction's Steal My Girl while serenading a video montage of none other than Emily Blunt, her Into the Woods co-star and Krasinski's wife. Wearing a T-shirt with photos of both herself and Blunt in a heart, the Pitch Perfect two-star pledged her devotion to the British actress in a performance that even had Krasinski collapsing into hysterical laughter. However, the actor stole the show by ripping off his suit to reveal silver tassels as he performed Proud Mary by Tina Turner. As the creator and producer of the hit show, along with Stephen Merchant, Casey Patterson, Jay Peterson, and Rick Schwartz, there was a high bar set for Krasinski, and he more than lived up to the challenge with his glaring performance of Proud Mary by Tina Turner. Beginning in a formal suit, he ripped it off to reveal a silver tasseled dress to really rock out. It looked like a game winner until Into the Woods star Kendrick brought out her secret weapon, the queen of booty herself, Jennifer Lopez. The special guest appearance earned Kendrick the title for the night from host LL Cool J and the weighty winner belt. Lip Sync Battle is an extended version of the skit that has been around since Jimmy Fallon's late night days. The gag really took off when a clip went viral of Emma Stone absolutely schooling the Tonight Show host with rapid Blues Travelers lyrics and a bombastic DJ Khaled ludicrous rap. In another court date, another hospital visit for belligerent former rap mogul Marion Suge Knight. Knight, who was ordered to stand trial for murder, attempted murder, and hit and run on Thursday, was rushed to a local hospital for a medical emergency after the judge handed down a decision that he should stand trial, a spokeswoman for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department told the Wrap. No further details on Knight's hospitalization were immediately available. This marks the fourth time that Knight has been hospitalized on days that he was scheduled to appear in court for allegedly killing one man and injuring another in January. Among his medical emergencies, Knight collapsed during a court appearance when his bail amount was set at $25 million. Knight is accused of running over Terry Carter and Clee Sloan with his vehicle during an incident in Compton, California in January, killing Carter and injuring Sloan. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges. On Thursday, Judge Ronald Cohen ordered Knight to stand trial and lowered the Death Row Records co-founder's bail amount to $10 million. Knight's attorney, Matthew Fletcher, claims that his client, who he says suffers from glaucoma, diabetes, and a blood clot near one of his lungs, has not received the medical care he needs. However, a representative for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department has denied those claims, telling the Rep that Knight is, quote, receiving the appropriate treatment. In addition to multiple blankets, the spokeswoman said Knight's hot water is the same temperature as the other inmates, and he's been offered new linens, showers, and medication. In a related story, rapper Ice Cube is speaking out about the fatal hit-and-run collision involving Death Row Records co-founder Marion Suge Knight. Cube told the Rap in a sit-down Wednesday, "I got a phone call and heard that something happened at the set. When we wrapped for the day and we were on our way home and got a phone call that there was an incident, I just turned on TMZ like everybody else." When asked what he would tell Knight if he had the chance, Cube said, "I don't know what I would say to him, but man, I hope you get out of the situation you're in." Cube, who has produced a string of films, including the Friday franchise, Ride Along, and Straight Outta Compton, says the NWA biopic almost didn't make it to the big screen. He said it was one of the hardest movies I ever had to get made. But it's a great thing to fight for your life in your movie because it's a movie about us and it is our life on screen, and we are fighting to get the best thing we can on screen, the best representation of what the group NWA went through, and I think we were able to accomplish that. In explaining why there was apprehension to make the film, he added, "You got to make a lot of people comfortable with the material, and it's a lot of people to bring together. It's a story of 5 people, and we're trying to make it in one comprehensive movie about a 10-year period, so it's inherently difficult." Straight Outta Compton arrives in theaters on August 14th. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kim Richards was at the center of some off-screen drama early Thursday when she allegedly had a drunken meltdown at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Richards has been charged with public intoxication, trespassing, resisting an officer, and battery on an officer after she allegedly refused to leave the hotel and kicked the police officer, the Beverly Hills Police Department said Thursday. According to the police department, officers responded to reports of a possible fight at approximately 1:30 Thursday morning. Hotel security reported that an intoxicated female, that would be Richards, had caused a disturbance at a hotel restaurant and was asked to leave. While being escorted from the hotel, Richards asked to use the bathroom, then refused to leave, according to police. Police entered the bathroom and took her into custody shortly after 2 a.m. According to the department, the reality TV star was in pretty rough shape. The police department said Thursday Ms. Richards was displaying symptoms of alcohol intoxication, including slurred speech and belligerent, insolent behavior, cursing at the officers, and passively resisted arrest. After being transported for booking, police say Richards, quote, kicked one of the officers in the leg, police said. The officer was uninjured. Richards was issued a citation and released. She's due to appear in LAX Superior Court next month. Richards, a former child star who starred in the early 1970s series Nanny and the Professor, has struggled with substance abuse, attending rehab multiple times. A representative of Richards has not yet responded for requests for comment. The stars of Bravo's reality series Real Housewives of Beverly Hills are speaking out in support of co-star Kim Richards after her arrest for public intoxication. 4 fellow housewives tweeted their support to Richards, who was released from police custody and is currently awaiting a court appearance. Lisa Rinna tweeted, "I was sad to hear about Kim's incident. I wish her and her family the best." Lisa Vanderpump said, "You can't help somebody till they want to help themselves. I know for sure that the sisters will always support each other when the time comes." Brandy Glanville said, "Real friends are there in the good times, the bad times, and especially the worst times. I am blessed with real friends, and I am a real friend myself." Aileen Davidson tweeted, "I feel badly for Kim Richards and her family. My thoughts and prayers are with them during this difficult time." The Kevin James comedy Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 debuted with $450,000 at the box office in the midnight showings Thursday night, while the teen horror tale Unfriended scared up to $656,000 in screens that began at 8 p.m. That's a solid start for both the PG-rated Bart sequel, which will be in 3,633 theaters by Friday, and Universal's R-rated tale about cyberbullying, which will be in 2,739 theaters as they challenge Furious 7. The Universal action blockbuster is expected to win its third weekend at the box office with around $20 million, with the 2 wide openers projecting to finish between $15 million and $20 million by analysts. Furious 7 has dominated the box office since opening April 3rd, taking a very strong $810 million worldwide and $262 million domestically. It's been 6 years since the original Paul Blart Mall Cop was a breakout hit, topping its $26 million budget with a nearly $32 million debut in January 2009. It went on to make $146 million domestically and $183 million worldwide for Sony. But his next 2 films still didn't match that. 2011's Zookeeper opened to $20 million and topped out at $80 million. And 2012's Here Comes the Boom debuting to $11.8 million and just managed just $42 million. James co-wrote Blart 2 with Nick Bakay and is a producer with Adam Sandler and Todd Gardner. Andy Fickman directs, and Rainey Rodriguez, Neil McDonough, and Shirley Knight co-star in the $30 million comedy. Unfriended, which was written by Nelson Grievous and directed by Levon Grappy-Days, stars young unknowns Heather Sossamon, Matthew Bureau, Courtney Halverson, and Shelley Henning. Its unusual presentation of the micro-budget Unfriended, virtually all of the actions take place on computer screens, and its high profile on social media suggests it might do better than the mid-teen millions that it has been tracking at. That there hasn't been a horror movie out since February's Lazarus Effect won't hurt. True Story, an R-rated drama starring Jonah Hill, James Franco, and Felicity Jones, will roll out in 826 theaters for Fox's Searchlight. Rupert Gold directed and co-wrote with David Jaganich the fact-based tale of a disgraced New York Times reporter, Michael Finkel, who meets an accused killer who has taken on his identity. The film is a production of New Regency and Plan B. The producers include Dee Dee Gardner, Jeremy Kindler, and Anthony Kategas, and the executive producers are Brad Pitt and Arnon Milchan. Tina Fey narrates Monkey Kingdom, a nature documentary from Disney Nature, which opens in 2012 theaters. It is about a family of monkeys living in ancient ruins founded in the jungles of Sri Lanka. Laverne Cox, the star of Orange is the New Black, has posed nude for Allure magazine. The star, who became the first transgender person to grace the cover of Time magazine and was named one of the Time's 100 most influential people on Thursday, told Allure she was initially reluctant to pose nude. She reconsidered, however, when she thought about the message the photo would send. Cox told the magazine, "I felt this could be really powerful for the communities that I represent. Seeing a black transgender woman embracing and loving everything about herself might be inspiring to some other folks." Cox also added, "There's beauty in the things we think are imperfect. That sounds very cliche, but it's true. I honestly just want to make myself happy most, and if other people like it, then that's great. If they don't, then I'm still happy." Cox has been on the roll since first appearing on Orange is the New Black. She was nominated for an Emmy for her work on the Netflix series and has been given numerous awards by various LGBT groups for her advocacy on behalf of the transgender community. She is also in production on Doubt, a legal drama pilot for CBS. Sony Pictures once again faces a security compromise that could result in public embarrassment as Julian Assange's WikiLeaks has published over 30,000 documents and 170,000 emails made available in the December breach of the studio. WikiLeaks has uploaded the data into a fully searchable archive, already surfacing emails that connect current CEO Michael Linton into the RAND Corporation, a U.S. military research organization. Assange said in a press release, "This archive shows the inner workings of an influential multinational corporation. It is newsworthy and at the center of a geopolitical conflict. It belongs in the public domain. WikiLeaks will ensure it stays there." Sony issued a statement blasting Assange's position. "We vehemently disagree with WikiLeaks' assertion that this material belongs in the public domain." The data, which WikiLeaks totals at 30,287 documents and 173,132 emails shared among 2,200 Sony Pictures Entertainment email users, was sourced from existing files made available in late 2014 on the file sharing site, a hack that the U.S. government has attributed to North Korea, allegedly in response to Sony's Kim Jong-un skirring the interview. The breach was easily one of the most gregarious cyber attacks on an American corporation in history. The act resulted in scandals like a revealed trashing of A-list actresses and director Angelina Jolie, and an exchange between then CEO Amy Pascal and producer Scott Rudin that mocked President Obama's taste in movies as exclusively African-American themed. While parent company Sony remained supportive throughout the ordeal, Pascal vacated her post in February. Her co-CEO Michael Linton remains in his position, with Tom Rothman hired as Sony Motion Pictures chairman 3 weeks after Pascal's departure. NBC News executives are not answering to charges. They knew Richard Engel was going on air to report on he and his crew kidnapping with false facts in 2012. Engel and his team were, of course, kidnapped in 2012 by what he then reported were allies of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. But a recent New York Times report revealed Engel and his crew were not captured or kidnapped by allies of Assad. Instead, they were held by rebels tied to the Syrian Free Army, who fights against the Assad regime. In a story for NBCNews.com, Engel admitted to being dead wrong in his reporting of his captures. After being contacted by the Times about discrepancies in the story about who he was or where they were held captive by, Engel went out about retracing his steps from 3 years ago. He came to the conclusion that, quote, "the group that kidnapped us put us on an elaborate ruse to convince us they were Shiite Shabala militiamen, which were allies of the Assad regime." He also wrote, "The group that kidnapped us was Sunni, not Shia." The New York Times report claims NBC News executives were informed of the possibility Engel and his team were captured by rebels against Assad, Azio Qasab and Shiruki Ajuyu. It's important to note the executives at the helm during Engel's kidnapping was Steve Kappas, now at CBS. Deborah Turnus, Andy Leck, and other executives weren't at NBC News or linked to the kidnapping search or aware of the facts. NBC News declined to comment on the story. They previously said they had no comment other than what Engel wrote. And finally, Sábado Gigante, Univision is ending its top-rated variety show after a staggering 53-year run. Host and creator Don Francisco, his real name Mario Krutzenberger, will stay with the network beyond Gigante's final episode, which is set to air on September 19th, the end of the broadcast's network's 2014-2015 television season. The face of the Saturday night show plans to host entertainment specials and campaigns such as Telethon USA, which is held every year to benefit disabled children. He will also take part in Univision's ongoing efforts to discover and develop new on-air talent and professionals, the network said on Friday. Sábado Gigante first launched in 1962 on Chile's Channel 13. Randy Falco, President and Chief Executive Officer of Univision Communications, Inc., said, "During my 40 years in the industry, I have met few people with the same energy, creativity, and passion for television and the audience as Mario, and I join in celebrating him and his team at Sábado Gigante for the great success and the milestones achieved in broadcast television." Krutzenberg said, "I'm excited to share with the audience this announcement, with which we are starting to bring to a close the 53-year circle of Sábado Gigante. There is no doubt that they have been fundamental in my professional development and in my personal and family life." He also added, "I have no words to thank our viewers for the support, loyalty, and enthusiasm with which they have honored us through the years and which have allowed the show to become an unprecedented success in the history of the medium. Special and warm thanks to the outstanding production team, technicians, artists, and behind-the-scenes collaborators, because without their efforts and sacrifice, we would have never reached this impressive goal." Krutzenberg concluded, "When we began in the United States in 1986, we told them that we were separated by distance and united by the same language. Today I can say with great pride and satisfaction that the distance turned into closeness and affection. To all those who joined us by tuning in to Sábado Gigante with their constructive criticism, work, and loyalty, I would like to say from the bottom of my heart and in caption letters, thank you very much." And that is your entertainment report for Friday, April 17th, 2015. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some of the major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, or on Twitter @The Enter Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of the show. Just go to iHeartRadio and search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you again Monday. Bye.